What if the place you call home is silently stealing your freedom? Imagine Anna, 72, standing in her too-big house, bills stacking up, stairs taunting her, and loneliness creeping in like an uninvited guest. She feared her next stop was a nursing home where her days would be scripted, her spirit caged. If you're over 60, you've probably felt that same dread, the worrying that aging means losing control, joy, or even yourself. That's why you need to watch this video. We're unveiling 7 life-changing living options for seniors that most people don't even know exist, and they could redefine your future. These aren't pipe dreams, they're practical, powerful solutions to keep you independent, connected, and thriving, from tiny homes that slash stress to RV adventures that reignite your spark. We'll show you paths Anna took to escape her fears and reclaim her life. Stick with us because the final option will blow you away. It's a game changer you won't see coming. By the end, you'll have clear, actionable steps to solve the problem of where and how to live your best years, whether it's staying close to family or chasing new horizons. Don't miss this chance to take back control. Hit play and let's rewrite your story together. Subscribe to Quality Senior Living and tap the bell so you never miss a chance to live bolder, because your golden years deserve to shine. Number 1. Tiny homes for simplified, affordable living. Have you ever felt trapped by a home that's too big, too costly, and too empty? Anna, 72, stood in her sprawling house, surrounded by memories but drowning in bills and upkeep. The stairs mocked her creaky knees, and the silence after her husband's passing was deafening. She feared a nursing home would strip away her freedom. Then she discovered tiny homes, a game changer for seniors craving simplicity and control. These compact homes, often under 500 square feet, are designed for easy living, no stairs, low maintenance, and often nestled in vibrant senior communities. A 2023 study from the National Institute on Aging shows downsizing to smaller spaces cuts financial stress by 30% and boosts mental clarity. For Anna, moving to a 400 square foot tiny home with a sunny porch was like shedding a heavy coat. She now tends a small garden, sips tea with neighbors, and sleeps without worrying about mortgage payments. It's not just a house, it's a lifeline to independence. Comment number 1 below if you're curious about tiny homes. Experts like gerontologist Dr. Sarah Thompson emphasize that simplified living preserves energy for what truly matters: relationships, hobbies, joy. Anna's tiny home didn't just save her money, it gave her back her life. Shockingly, 1 in 5 seniors could afford a tiny home with just their Social Security. Now that we've seen how tiny homes can transform Anna's world, let's explore another way seniors are rewriting their future with shared housing. Number 2. Shared housing with peer roommates. Does the quiet of an empty house ever feel heavier than you expected? Anna, 72, used to sit alone at her dining table, the silence echoing after her husband's death. Loneliness wasn't just an emotion, it was a weight, pulling her into a fog of isolation. Then she stumbled on shared housing with peer roommates, a bold choice where seniors split rent, chores, and laughter in a home together. It's like a college dorm for the over 60 crowd, affordable, social, and alive. A 2024 AARP study found that seniors in shared homes report 40% lower rates of depression thanks to daily connection. Anna moved in with 2 women her age, and suddenly her evenings were filled with shared dinners, movie nights, and stories swapped over coffee. She didn't just save on bills, she found a family who gets her. Comment number 2 below if shared housing sparks your interest. Gerontologist Dr. Emily Chen notes that these arrangements rebuild purpose through mutual support, turning strangers into allies. Anna's not just surviving. She's thriving, her laughter louder than ever. Shockingly, shared housing can cut living costs by up to 50% for seniors. This isn't about giving up independence, it's about choosing a life rich with connection. Now that we've seen how tiny homes and shared housing gave Anna freedom and community, let's explore how senior co-ops let her take control of her future in a whole new way. Number 3. senior co-ops for community ownership. Ever feel like your voice gets lost in a world that's moving too fast? Anna, 72, stood in her old home, feeling like her choices didn't matter anymore. Bills dictated her days, and her opinions seemed to fade into the background. Then she discovered senior co-ops, a powerful option where seniors buy a share in a community and co-manage everything from gardens to events. It's not just a place to live, it's a stake in your future. A 2024 study from the National Cooperative Business Association shows co-op residents feel 35% more empowered with a real say in decisions. Anna joined a co-op near her old town, voting on community projects like a weekly book club and even choosing her favorite flowers for the shared garden. Her voice wasn't just heard, it shaped her home. Comment number 3 below if you're intrigued by owning your community. Sociologist Dr. Laura Bennett explains that co-ops foster purpose and belonging, countering the isolation that ages us faster. Anna's not just a resident. She's a leader, her confidence blooming like those roses she helped plant. Shockingly, co-op shares can cost less than a year's rent in many cities. This isn't about following rules, it's about making them. Now that we've seen how tiny homes, shared housing, and senior co-ops gave Anna freedom, connection, and control, let's explore how the village model builds a supportive network to keep her thriving. Number 4. Village model for neighborhood. Supportive feel like small chores are stealing your independence. Anna, 72, stared at her grocery bags, dreading the trek to the doctor or the next leaky faucet she couldn't fix. Loneliness wasn't her only battle. Everyday tasks were becoming walls, boxing her in. Then she found the village model, a membership-based network where neighbors and volunteers help seniors with errands, rides, or home repairs for a small fee. It's like having a community safety net that says you're not alone. A 2024 University of California study shows villages reduce social isolation by 35% and extend independent living by years. Anna joined her local village, and now volunteers drop off groceries, drive her to appointments, and even taught her to video chat with her grandkids. She's not just getting help, she's building bonds that make her days brighter. Comment number 4 below if the village model sounds like your kind of support. Gerontologist Dr. Maria Gonzalez highlights that these networks empower seniors by fostering mutual reliance, not dependence, preserving dignity and purpose. Anna's no longer stuck, she's thriving, her calendar full of coffee dates and doctor visits she doesn't dread. Shockingly, village memberships can cost less than a monthly cable bill. This isn't about handouts, it's about community lifting you up. Now that we've seen how tiny homes, shared housing, co-ops, and the village model gave Anna freedom, connection, control, and support, let's explore how accessory dwelling units keep her close to family her way. Number 5. Accessory dwelling units, ideas for family proximate. You ever feel torn between wanting family close and needing your own space? Anna, 72, loved her daughter's noisy house filled with grandkids' laughter, but the chaos left her craving quiet, and living alone felt too isolating. Then she discovered accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, small, self-contained homes built in a family's backyard, offering a private kitchen, bathroom, and entrance. It's the perfect balance, closeness without crowding. A 2025 report from the American Planning Association notes a 55% rise in ADUs for seniors as they're affordable and foster family ties while preserving independence. Anna's daughter built an ADU in their yard, and now Anna joins family dinners, reads bedtime stories to her grandkids, then retreats to her cozy cottage to sip tea in peace. It's not about leaning on family, it's about staying connected on her terms. Comment number 5 below if an ADU sounds like your ideal setup. Family therapist Dr. Rachel Kim explains that ADUs strengthen intergenerational bonds, reducing loneliness while respecting boundaries, which boosts emotional health. Anna's heart is full, living steps from her family yet free to be herself. Shockingly, an ADU can cost less to build than a year in a nursing home. This isn't dependence, it's a bridge to love and freedom. Now that we've seen how tiny homes, shared housing, co-ops, villages, and ADUs gave a freedom, connection, control, support, and family, let's explore how wellness-focused communities spark joy and vitality. Number 6. Wellness-focused retirement. Communities ever feel like your days lack the spark they once had? Anna, 72, used to wake up to routines, same chair, same coffee, same quiet ache for something more. She thought retirement communities were just bingo halls and bland meals until she discovered wellness-focused retirement communities designed for seniors who want to thrive, not just exist. These vibrant places offer yoga, art classes, nutrition, workshops, and on-site health support tailored to keep you active and engaged. A 2025 Harvard study found seniors in wellness communities have 30% better mental and physical health outcomes due to daily activities and social bonds. Anna joined a community with a painting studio and morning Tai Chi by a garden. She now paints landscapes, feels stronger, and laughs with friends who share her passions. It's not a facility, it's a place to rediscover joy. Comment number 6 inches below if a wellness community excites you. Gerontologist Dr. James Patel says these communities rekindle purpose by blending activity with connection, countering the stagnation that ages us. Anna's not just living, she's glowing, her days filled with color and energy. Shockingly, some wellness communities cost less than maintaining a large home. This isn't settling, it's reigniting your life. Now that we've seen how tiny homes, shared housing, co-ops, villages, ADUs, and wellness communities gave a freedom, connection, control, support, family, and vitality, let's explore how RV living unlocks adventure and purpose. Number 7. Nomadic living with RV communities ever feel like your dreams of adventure got buried under years of routine? Anna, 72, stood in her too-big house, staring at a photo of her younger self hiking with her husband, wondering if those days were gone forever. She thought age meant staying put until she discovered nomadic living with RV communities, a bold choice for seniors chasing freedom. Affordable RVs and senior-friendly campgrounds let you travel or settle seasonally, surrounded by a tight-knit community of fellow explorers. A 2025 National RV Association survey found 25% of RV campers are over 65, thriving on flexibility and connection. Anna sold her house, bought a sleek RV, and now winters in Arizona's sunny campgrounds, swapping stories by campfires with new friends. She's not running from life, she is driving toward it. Comment number 7 below if RV living ignites your wanderlust. Sociologist Dr. Karen Holt explains that nomadic living boosts mental health by offering purpose and spontaneity, countering the stagnation of isolation. Anna's heart races as she watches desert sunsets, her spirit as free as the open road. Shockingly, RV living can cost half as much as a traditional home's upkeep. This isn't escape, it's embracing life's next chapter. Now that we've seen how tiny homes, shared housing, co-ops, villages, ADUs, wellness communities, and RV living gave a freedom, connection, control, support, family, vitality, and adventure, let's wrap up with how you can choose your own path forward. What if the life you've always loved could still be yours, even in your golden years? Anna, 72, once stood in her oversized house, weighed down by loneliness, mounting bills, and the creeping fear that her independence was slipping away. She thought a nursing home was her only path, a place where her days would be dictated. Her spirit dimmed, but Anna's story didn't end there. Through courage and exploration, she rewrote her future, finding not just a place to live, but a way to thrive. Her journey through 7 life-changing living options, tiny homes, shared housing, senior co-ops, village models, accessory dwelling units, wellness-focused communities, and RV living shows that aging doesn't mean fading. It's about choosing a life that fits your heart, your strength, and your dreams. Let's wrap up Anna's story, break down what we've learned, and give you practical steps to take control of your own future because you deserve to live on your terms. Anna's story began with a house too big, too costly, and acquired after her husband passed. The silence wasn't just empty, it was a daily reminder of what she'd lost. Bills piled up, stairs became obstacles, and the idea of a nursing home loomed like a shadow, threatening her freedom. But Anna refused to let fear write her ending. She explored tiny homes, moving into a 400-square-foot haven with a porch swing, where she now tends a garden and sips tea with neighbors, free from financial strain. She tried shared housing, splitting rent and laughter with two women her age, turning lonely evenings into movie nights and shared meals. Senior co-ops gave her a voice, letting her vote on community projects like planting roses, making her feel like a leader again. The village model brought volunteers to her door, helping with groceries and doctor visits, turning chores into connections. An accessory dwelling unit in her daughter's backyard kept her close to grandkids while preserving her quiet space. Wellness-focused communities rekindled her spark with Tai Chi and painting, filling her days with vitality. Finally, RV living set her free as she chased sunsets in Arizona's campgrounds, surrounded by fellow nomads. Anna didn't just find a place to live, she found purpose, connection, and joy. Here's what Anna's journey teaches us, broken down into 7 key takeaways with practical actions you can take today to solve your own challenges as a senior. Over 60, tiny homes for simplicity. Downsizing to a compact, low-maintenance home reduces stress and costs. Action: search online for tiny home communities in your area or visit a model home this month. Check local listings for senior-friendly designs with no stairs. Shared housing for connection. Living with peer roommates cuts loneliness and expenses while building a chosen family. Action: talk to a trusted friend about sharing a home or join an online senior housing forum to find potential roommates by next week. Senior co-ops for control. Owning a share in a co-op gives you a say in your community's future. Action: research co-ops in your state and attend an open house or virtual tour within the next 2 weeks to see if it fits your lifestyle. Village model for support. A membership-based network provides help with errands and rides, keeping you independent. Action: look up local senior villages and sign up for a trial membership or volunteer to test the community vibe this month. Accessory dwelling units. ADS for family ties. A backyard cottage offers closeness to family with privacy. Action: discuss with your family the possibility of building an ADU or research local zoning laws for ADS this week. Wellness communities for vitality. These communities offer activities like yoga and art to boost health and joy. Action: visit a nearby wellness-focused retirement community for a tour or try a free class like Tai Chi within the next 10 days. RV living for adventure. Traveling or settling in senior-friendly RV campgrounds brings freedom and community. Action: attend an RV show or browse online for affordable RVs and senior campgrounds to plan a trip this season. If you stick to old habits, staying in a too-big house, ignoring loneliness, or avoiding change, the consequences can be harsh. Isolation creeps in, draining your energy and spirit. Studies show it raises depression risk by 40%. Financial stress from high-maintenance costs can erode your savings, leaving you with fewer choices. Physical challenges like climbing stairs increase fall risks, with 1 in 4 seniors over 65 falling annually, often leading to costly injuries or loss of independence. Worst of all, delaying action might push you toward a nursing home where routines feel like cages and your voice gets drowned out. Anna faced these risks but chose to act before it was too late. On the flip side, embracing these new living options brings transformative benefits. Downsizing to a tiny home or shared housing can cut living costs by up to 50%, freeing money for travel or hobbies. Joining a co-op or village builds a support network, reducing isolation and boosting mental clarity. Research shows connected seniors live up to 5 years longer. ADIS and wellness communities strengthen family ties and physical health, with 30% better outcomes in active communities. RV living sparks adventure, keeping your mind sharp and heartful. And as life proves it, these changes didn't just extend her years, they made them vibrant, connected, and hers. So, what's stopping you from taking that first step? Don't let fear or habit hold you back. You've earned the right to live with purpose, not just to get by. Share your thoughts below. Comment A if this video inspired you, or B if it didn't hit the mark. Either way, tell us what you learned and how you'll use it. Maybe you're ready to check out a tiny home, call a friend about shared housing, or dream of an RV adventure. Drop it in the comments to inspire others. And if this moved you, hit that like button, subscribe to Quality Senior Living, and tap the bell so you never miss a video. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, your friend, your sibling, your neighbor, because together we can build a community of seniors living boldly. Gerontologist Dr. Susan Reynolds, who studied aging for over 20 years, sums it up. The greatest gift you can give yourself in your later years is choice. These living options aren't just homes, they're paths to purpose, health, and connection. Shockingly, 80% of seniors don't know these options exist, yet they could transform their lives in months. Don't be one of them. And a story shows that at 72, you can trade fear for freedom, loneliness for laughter, and routine for adventure. Your next chapter is waiting. Write it with courage. Thank you for joining us at Quality Senior Living. Your support keeps us going, so keep those comments coming and share this video to spread the word. We can't wait to see you in our next video, where we'll dive into more ways to make your golden years truly golden. See you soon.